Greetings, salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Virtue's Last Reward. Where last time we solved the room with the billiards, and there was darts, and there was the machine that K-Road, and it was, yeah.
It was amazing, actually.
Yeah. So I suppose now we came out into the warehouse B and looked at a door. We're like, they don't open. No luck here.
It looks like they have the same locking mechanism as the other chromatic doors.
So these will be the next doors to open. We should go let the others know.
Right.
Alice and I turned to go, but Kay stayed put. Is something wrong?
No. I just feel as if I've seen this warehouse before.
Wait, you've been here before?
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't been here. Only somewhere very similar.
You mean the Floor A warehouse?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
An ambulance gate has been opened.
Wait.
What?
Okay, so in the first game, right?
Yeah.
There was a part where later in the game, Seven talks about his like past, like as a cop. He snuck onto the ship and saw like a bunch of kids playing the Nonary game.
Yes.
And he like got them all to escape through vents that look like that. It might not be like a surefire parallel, but what are the chances, right?
Who knows?
45 minutes.
What the heck?
Someone else must have opened one of the AB gates.
It's probably just Dio.
Oh,
Before we got back?
yeah,
I imagine
Okay, it
they
might
don't
be.
care what happens to the rest of us.
but like, I just realized something. Maybe the camera panned over because it was speakers and not vents, but I don't know.
I mean, they don't look like they're speakers. Why would you have them set up like that?
Right.
They do look like vents. I don't know.
That would be the most logical explanation. In any event, we should return quickly.
Yeah, let's get going, guys. Full sprint. Oh, wait, we gotta open this little door. It's very
hate this.
important. You see, every
Just
route might
have-
be the first route you go, so you gotta make it so it shows us every time, because it may be the first time you see it.
I mean, I guess, but at least make a skip button. Wait, there may be a skip button.
Okay, behind us, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, behind us.
Let me check. Stop.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the stop means stop playing this video and just get us there.
I mean, maybe?
Sigma?
Where's Tenmyuji's team? Tenmyoji. Oh, are they not back?
Nope. We were the first. Then wait a little longer before you open the AB gate.
It wasn't us. I tried to stop him, but...
Come on, it's not like when we open the door really affects the matches, right? It's cool.
No, it's not cool.
Your team returned quite early, Dio. Did your investigation go smoothly?
I guess.
Which room did you guys go
The
to?
treatment center.
The treatment center. Treatment center? How is that different from the infirmary?
There were these pod things. Look, just go see for yourself, all right? I don't feel like explaining it.
You took something from the treatment center, didn't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You did. I saw it too. After we opened the safe, you grabbed something out of it and put it in your pocket. Show us what you took.
Get away from me.
boy.
Clover shoved her hand into Dio's pocket and began to dig around.
It should be in this one.
Let go!
Before Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
I knew it!
An injection gun. The label on the vial says neostigmine. What's this stuff for?
I don't know, but I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere.
Give it back. I
Oh,
found it, so it's mine.
oh no. Oh no. You were planning to do something very nefarious, weren't you? You evil man.
With a desperate lunge, Dio managed to grab the gun back from Clover. But before she had a chance to protest...
Have any of you seen Quark? Anyone? Please!
Quark? Did something happen to him?
We found a pantry on the other side of the red door, but after we left, he just disappeared.
We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him.
You think he's lost?
Don't you think you're being a little optimistic there?
What?
Come on, that little jerk's probably dead by now. We've already found one corpse, right?
What the hell is wrong with you?
How could you? Why would you say such a horrible thing?
Whoa, simmer down there. Just saying it's a possibility.
Well, even if it is, we should all be looking.
Yes!
As we began to file out, I saw Alice staring intently into the corner of the warehouse. It seemed strange, but looking for Quark was my priority. I turned and headed toward the magenta door.
Well, that's not terrifying at all. Probably not being affected by Radical 6 in the slightest.
Oh, she'll be fine. Nothing bad ever happens to Alice. Just like nothing bad ever happens to Quark.
Oh my god.
Quark, are you in here? Guess not. Darn. Let's try floor B then. Checked one room and then he's like, nope, gotta be on a different floor.
Yes, because one room indicates an entire floor of rooms.
I'm sure he watched the rooms that other people ran into to make sure that he wasn't going to one that he already went into. It's fine. Probably so many people calling the elevator up and down over and over because they're all going individually instead of just going at once. Yuji's team took the red door. Probably already searched that area pretty thoroughly, though. Maybe I'll try the blue door. Which one was that again? I guess we'll find out in 1 second. The rec room again. Okay. Nothing bad ever happens in the rec room.
That was so funny.
I think that now they have a sphere and a trident back. We put them back. No. Anyway, Quark, where are you? He's not here either. Where the heck did he go?
Ah, Sigma. Any luck?
Nothing. I can't find him anywhere.
I see.
What about you? Never mind. If you'd found him, you'd have said something.
Indeed. I went to the treatment center, as well as the Floor B warehouse, but he was not there.
Oh well. Let's head back to the Floor A warehouse. We gave up.
Good idea. Perhaps the others have had more luck.
Will, did you find him?
Sorry. We couldn't find him anywhere.
I see.
Are the three of you the only others to have returned?
Yeah, we're it.
I'm guessing you guys didn't have any luck either.
Yeah, no clues or anything.
I don't get it. With this many people looking, it seems like we'd be able to find him pretty fast.
Quark is only a child. It's possible he's become trapped in a small, enclosed space.
Well, wouldn't we at least be able to hear him calling for help?
Yeah, you're right.
Quark.
Tenmyoji's shoulders slumped. He looked old, much older than he had when we'd met. I could see tears glistening at the corners of his eyes. For just a moment, I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair, and it felt like someone had put my heart in a vice. Then Dio appeared, and the mood suddenly changed.
Hey! You guys, come here!
Dio?
What are you standing around for? They're in the crew quarters!
Oh, not the crew quarters again.
Just come on!
Nothing bad ever happens in the crew quarters.
Oh my goodness. And then... yeah, okay, makes sense.
We're getting a similar timeline to a different timeline.
Okay.
No!
Well...
How?
Your heart stops.
Daily reminder.
yeah.
There was a roaring in my ears, breathing, heartbeat, but my footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Looking down, it was clear why. Something had been driven into her chest so far that only the hilt was visible, and the entire front of her body was covered in blood.
Yeah, okay. So, it was Dio this time? Because in the last timeline, it was a scalpel that she picked up and stabbed herself because she had blood on her wrists. And the knife that's currently in her is the knife that we know Dio had.
The one that said Myrmidon on it.
Right.
No one could survive something like that. I forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turned toward Luna. Unlike Alice, at first glance she seemed unharmed. As I reached for her neck to check for a pulse, however, I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew what I would find, but pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
My God. What on earth happened here?
That bastard killed them!
Who?
Whoever it was that killed the old lady in the AB room.
You're saying this mystery person killed Luna and Alice?
Maybe only one of them was supposed to be killed, but the murderer had to kill the other to keep them quiet.
Or perhaps they killed one another. Luna stabbed Alice in the chest, after which Alice attacked her with the injection gun.
This seems kind of backwards to me, but sure.
Paled
in the chest and then she managed to injection.
That's pretty far-fetched.
Yeah.
Look at Alice's clothes. No sign of a struggle. I don't think they fought.
Then were they killed somewhere else and then brought here?
No. If that were the case, there would be much less blood.
I guess that's true.
Whatever the case, we have too few clues to figure it out right now. We'd all separated to look for Quark. Any one of us could have done it.
You mean the killer is one of us?
Do you think there's someone else in here?
Well...
Do you think that Zero Sr. killed these two, as well as the old woman?
Oh, give me a break! How can you just sit around here talking?
No point in making a fuss.
Are you fucking kidding me? One of us is a killer. I can't think of a better reason to make a fuss.
You do realize you're the most likely suspect, don't you?
Excuse me?
You wait until the rest of us have gathered in the warehouse. Then you kill Alice and Luna. You pretended to be the first to find them and...
Are you saying I did this?
I'm just saying it's a possibility. You don't need to get so worked up about it.
Just accusing you of murder? Like, seriously?
Until
like, oh my god, it's just murder.
So if you don't vote, your choice is set to ally? I guess that means Luna's vote will be ally for this round.
Yes, it does. Perhaps that outcome is what the killer was after.
Yeah, like she could have a betray at all.
So which means that if somebody killed her on purpose, then maybe they did it so that she would have to ally.
Right.
Killed Alice and Luna for that? Who would Luna's opponent be?
Quark and myself.
One person is missing and the others bought the farm. I'd say this old fart's the most suspicious one here.
You want to say that to my face?
Yeah, you killed her so you could get a few more points in the AB game.
Are you an idiot? How do you explain Alice? She's playing against Kay, not me!
Not quite. Even without his partner Alice, Sigma will still be able to cast a vote as he wishes.
Then maybe that's why Luna died. Maybe they meant to kill Sigma, but something went wrong and they...
We look
True.
very similar, you
I
see.
suppose that is a possibility.
Yes. Definitely look so similar.
They're both wearing shirts.
Oh my god. Everyone else is shirtless, as you can see.
But we are
Alice
engaging in pure
was.
speculation here. There is little to no evidence to support any of this.
Well, we should probably head back to the warehouse.
We should take their bracelets with us then.
Actually, I take that back. Kay may just as well not have a shirt on. But he is wearing armor, so we can't tell.
Indeed. Do they really matter anymore?
Without their bracelets, some of us would be unable to open the secondary chromatic doors.
You're pretty calm, pal. Too calm. You did it, didn't you?
A sterling deduction. I await your further insight. He wears a mask, therefore he is guilty, perhaps?
What did you just say? Are you fucking with me?
Knock it off. Is there really any point to arguing about this?
Agreed. We aren't getting any younger here.
I apologize. We should return to the warehouse.
Come on, Clover, we gotta go.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I can't just leave her here.
Clover.
If you don't vote, Dio might get out.
Huh?
He's got 6 BP right now. If you don't vote, you'll automatically ally. And I bet my left arm he'll pick Betray. That'd be 3 points, which will put him at 9. Once he's got that, there's nothing stopping him from opening the number 9 door. I'll try and pick ally, of course. But Dio's not an idiot. He'll try and stop me or get in my way somehow.
Dio will have 9 points?
What are you gonna do, Clover? If you stay here, you might be letting Alice's killer get away.
Fine. I'll do it. There's no way I'm going to let him get 9 points.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah. Dio doesn't get to have points.
Yeah, he needs to be betrayed at all times.
5 minutes remain.
I took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Where was Quirk? I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games, but at this point I didn't really have a choice. I heaved a silent sigh and started toward the entrance to my AB room.
Sigma, what would you say to voting ally? I would reciprocate, of course.
I feel like you're lying to us.
You have 5 BP. If we both ally, then you will gain 2 points, leaving you with 7 in total. Should you also cooperate mutually in the following round, you would gain another 2 points, bringing you to 9. Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8. In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round following this one. That being the case, choosing ally is the most logical choice.
True, but how many points do you have?
Me?
As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and get another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round.
Ah, yes, that is true. However, escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
But you picked Betray in the first round, didn't you?
That was in the interest of my own safety. As I only had 3 points at the time, the prospect of losing 2 of them was very unsettling. Now that I have 6 BP, I have some room for error.
Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
Of course I would like to, but attempting to do so would be unwise.
Why is that?
Isn't it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten what Zero told us?
The number 9 door only opens one step.
I trust you remember now?
It's
Oh.
over.
So if someone opens it and escapes...
Precisely. Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning to just leave us all in the lurch and take off by yourself.
I would never do that. Consider the following. If I did manage to get to 9 points before anyone else, do you think the rest of our companions would allow me to leave? Especially
Wait a
knowing
second.
that if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives?
I know his identity.
Yeah.
He's Bill Nye the Science Guy. He said consider the following.
Consider the following. Well, no, of course
You
we'd
see?
stop you.
Working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
1 minute remains.
Our time is nearly up. I trust you will choose wisely.
Yeah, of course. You too. Ambidex game.
He is good to
Ambidex
play.
at the
30
shot.
seconds remain until.
Can we save before we do this?
Sure.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much,
I
but
made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice.
just in
Might as well
case he
save this.
does betray us.
Would he really choose to ally? I chose ally and he chose betray. He'd have 9 points and I'd have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try to escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, which one do you want?
I guess ally.
Okay.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game results. Thank you, Ambidex game.
He said he was gonna choose ally. Why would he lie?
Yeah, not like he hasn't lied before.
Results from round 2. Please direct.
Let's see, Phi and Dio, everybody betrayed each other. Quark and Tenmyuchi betrayed Luna. And of course,
my
Kay
God.
betrayed us.
Yeah,
Where
I
Luna
I
just
he did
always
that.
getting everything.
I knew he would do that. I fucking hate you, Kate. God damn you. Alright.
Now
I
Alice
wanna
is
reload
double
this.
dead because she's -1 now.
I hate this. I want to relive.
Well, let's see what happens before we reload, okay?
Okay.
So it'd be real annoying if, like, we just left and then this somehow led to something and we just left and now we'd have to go back.
Points
Yeah,
have been-
I
please
know.
check.
Now, if we betrayed somebody and we immediately regretted it, then I would reload because I don't want to live in that timeline.
Oh, okay. I see.
So you did
What?
indeed choose ally.
You tricked
I
me.
apologize.
Sigma! You fucking idiot! Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
Well, but he's not going to just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What? Before we could react, he slipped past us with speed and agility that belied his size. The blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio, just grabbed the lever and pulled it down.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, we're screwed.
The number
Again.
9. It will remain.
Why did you do it? I trusted you, Kay.
The answer is obvious. 3 people have already been murdered. If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it,
I
Kay.
apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Kay, wait. Imagine him walking into a police station like that. Look,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a death game. You gotta save him.
He's put in the loony bin.
He didn't even turn around.
The number 9 door. This ends the no. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma! There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah. It's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world now closed forever. Our only chance of escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice Luna, the old woman who had killed them. Where had Quirk gone? It just sort of disappears sometimes. There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. Game over, so this one's just a bad end, even though we did die.
Of course. That's what I get for trusting anyone other than fucking Luna.
Luna is the only one you can trust in this game.
I know it pissed me off so much. She is the only person worth trusting in this. Oh, God.
You want to go betray him instead,
Yes,
since
I
we
want
know
to
he's
betray-
going to betray us.
I want to betray him 1,000,000 times over.
Like we know what you're planning.
Yeah. Douchebag. Yes, I did say it.
30 seconds.
Kay had made a compelling argument, but I know he was a lying sack of shit.
You are so right for that.
10 seconds.
I love that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Talks all nice and pleasantly. It's just
2,
crazy.
1.
Right, he's just a narcissist.
Round 2 of results. Thank you. Ambidex Game.
Fuck you, Kay. You lying bitch.
Result. Please stop.
Let's see, I assume everything else is the same. Everybody betray. They betray Luna.
Yeah.
We defend ourselves from Kay.
I don't think it really mattered who betrayed Luna. I mean, she's dead.
That is true, actually. You know what? That's actually the smart thing to betray here.
Right.
Like, you're just wasting points if you choose ally. Just get 3 instead of 2.
True.
Which means Quirk can technically leave now. But he just disappeared, so I doubt he'll be an issue.
Right.
So you picked betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easy.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Fuck you, you're lying.
Saying I might have. I might not leave. I might do this. Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem like...
Then you do not trust me.
Well,
to
Yeah,
apologize.
absolutely not.
Trust must be earned in a game like this.
this is the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Right.
The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the greatest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? You just picked Ally out of 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose Betray?
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
Yeah.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Well, nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
The Ambidect Round 3. Star Key. There is
Star
the Ambidect.
keys. As many times as we want, huh? And that means we can play the AB game over and over using star keys, right?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at that map. Are we going there, or is this on the map? There are 3 white doors in the floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went.
Like, I don't think so.
The warehouse on floor B,
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah, looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the psi?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pair, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkle old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance? What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
You know, the only person to actually be Zero Senior out of anyone in this room is Kay, because we already seen what Zero Senior looks like. Yeah.
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
Oh god. I'm gonna go with Dio either. I hate him.
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to
Oh
put
my
it
God.
off.
I will go with Sigma.
Oh
Would you
yeah?
prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
I think we're on the K route now, because we seem to be ending up with K all over the place.
Yeah. I wonder what piece of information we'll get from this route.
Indeed. A piece of the bigger picture when we get.
Right.
First, we're gonna look around the infirmary. It's a pretty cool place. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrists.
It seems remarkably clean.
She had a bracelet.
Indeed. Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Oh my.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch? I don't know, it just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or something? Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the Nonary game.
Okay, is something wrong?
Oh, no. Nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search.
Maybe they put it on and one of them isn't supposed to be here. No.
But I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
And that means they've been holding onto it this whole time. They probably still got
That
it.
would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman,
Yeah.
they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
And if you remember, Tenmyoji in that one timeline was looking for blood on the watches.
Oh, because he looked at her wrist and realized that it was a bracelet there.
And it has the hole where the blood would be, so there'd be blood on it, so he just needs to find the bracelet that had blood wiped off of it. And he would find the person who had killed her.
Right.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes,
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it.
correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words, but in any event,
Oh, we've heard the
once
exact
old
words
woman
plenty of
had died,
times.
her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it. So
Why?
that they could participate in the Nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was
Wait,
someone who
that
was not
makes so much
originally
sense,
intended
though.
to be a participant.
Right, okay. Huh. So we know that Tim Yoji, like, bought his way in, technically.
Or like he had a deal or something. Like he came here on purpose. Yes.
Right. So it would make sense. Well, no, because then it doesn't make any sense either, because Zero Jr. Knew who everyone was and addressed them by name or nickname. So this was like something that wasn't like, oh, you're not supposed to be here, who are you? So it couldn't have been... Yeah.
For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
Why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's
Have
interesting.
you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a
Yes.
fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Okay, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. Doesn't
Yes.
matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work.
Yeah,
We should have everyone
progress.
gather in the rec room then.
Yes,
That
yes,
is where the
yes.
luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. And hopefully nobody dies during that. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to Floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Do. We got a plan now. Do.
You got a plan at me. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. You got a plan at me.
You made a plan with me. Do.
You made a plan with me.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly right.
Kay and I made a plan. The heroes of justice. He's wearing his superhero costume already.
Correct.
There's 3 doors here too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But it looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Yeah, I'm curious what that one is, because it's not marked.
Right.
It's the Golem Bay. Good old Golem Bay, that's where the thing to unlock your head was.
Right. Been here only once.
Yeah, the timeline where we were eating everything. What's this room?
Like a workbench of some sort.
Yes. The
Omnivore. Maybe. What sort of work?
He inherited my title.
Well, we're here to find Quirk, not to look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay, how's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the heck? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw you staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio Phi and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Oh. My god.
You got
Well,
ideas?
isn't that suspicious?
Well, there's no point thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. Not to mention we have our masterful plan to find the killer. So we gotta make sure that happens. First, we gotta check the little treatment center. We were in here once, but we've never actually done the puzzles in here. We've been here. It's got jellyfish. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kinda strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. He and I split up and began to look for places where Quirk might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. Maybe he's in one of the pods.
Right.
So there was a lion picture on the wall over there. Probably eating a sun.
Perhaps.
Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see
Shall
it.
we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it. Why is the camera so...
Oh, look, it's Quirk.
Quirk! No. Oh no.
No.
His bracelet, it's... Oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quirk's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
Wait, but how does he not have his...
No.
Hold on. Did Zero Jr. ever mention Quirk?
I can't remember, but...
If he didn't...
Well, the pods have a cryo-freezing thing, right? Now, would your
Yeah.
heart stop if you were cryo-frozen?
I mean, maybe, but someone would have had to pull it off of him
Maybe.
once his heart stopped.
Maybe somebody froze him and then opened it again and took the thing and then closed it back up. I don't know.
Like Dio.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is this bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when he died.
Perhaps Zero Sr. took it off?
What?
I
Why?
have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Sr. brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
Aw, that's silly. He's sick. What has he got?
Well, how would I know that?
Radical 6.
In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark.
We're just gonna leave him here
I
in the
imagine
meantime?
Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. I hope we didn't forget about our Find the Murderer plan, because that's important too.
Right.
I want everybody to be distracted by Quark. He's been here plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Warehouse B.
Okay, so Dia would have, like, put a lot of attention to himself because he mentioned he was in, like, the cryo room, right?
Yeah.
And if Quark is in a cryopod without a bracelet, that puts a lot of suspicion on him.
Well, did he have somebody else with him? I can't remember.
Well, I think so. I think he said he went with everyone else to that room. But I'm sure that they would have checked all of the pods, wouldn't they?
You would think.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This
Yeah.
is it?
Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure
Yeah?
did.
Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably. Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. Then what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Sr.?
I don't know.
So did you
Doesn't
and Kay
make
go through the
sense
other
for it to
door?
be Zero Senior. Why would the safe be open? What use would he have for the safe to be open?
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
What was in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
But the robot was gone.
Yeah, the
that was
robot was
on the
gone.
table.
The robot was not there. And it didn't look like all the other puzzles were done because there were other robots there.
Right.
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
Nah, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
Are we taking him to the rec room?
The rec room.
Rec room.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing, instead made my way over to the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, then hit it to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
Nah, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours. But
Yeah.
I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah, just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across the three of our wrists.
Ugh. Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Phi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet.
Show your bracelet.
Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Well, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around, I have rights!
Oh.
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get
Oh,
far.
you're
I can't let you do
suspicious.
that, Dio.
He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
It's like I have no idea what's happening, but sure. The three of us leapt at Dio.
Oh.
I know it!
God.
His
You
brace
dick.
Whoa.
Fuck you, Dio. God.
Then that
Hate that,
means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well,
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
So he was the one that did the Radical Six. He is the one on the outside, and we know for a fact or at least from what we know, that apparently the organization on the name, the name on his knife is the name of the organization that supposedly made Radical 6.
Right. Myrmidons.
Yes.
To do
Who
what?
gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put
Is
him?
there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Shove him in a pod and lock him in.
Yeah, freeze to death.
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Good.
Oh yeah?
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
No. You will
Yeah,
not.
I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with
Come
it.
on, please. Hey, listen to me.
Good.
We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! I told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't! Ah!
We did it. We stopped the murderer.
Excellent.
Seal him in that one with a clock on it.
Yes, lock him.
Thing. I said open it, goddammit!
No.
I don't think so.
Ah! You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Uh-huh. That's why you can't be
So,
trusted.
I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good
Let's go.
point. We're taking a strange route, but sure.
Yeah. Dio is awful. All my homies hate Dio.
Warehouse B. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Aw, man. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Can I not it? Guess we're
By the
just gonna
way-
chill.
There was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah?
Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
Yeah.
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see.
Somebody needs it to go through a door, right? So,
That's not good. Without that
Yeah.
bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
what?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one,
Oh no, we wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh, the ones that are missing. I see.
The 2 people who are missing.
Well,
His bracelet is gone,
that
and his 2 teammates have
sucks.
disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah,
So they
there's a
just
good
took
chance
it and
they
ran
did.
away. Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
So who needs to have Dio to go into the room? This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back. No, don't split up, please.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh,
I say we just kill
don't forget to
Dio
bring
and
Dio with you.
take his.
Of course.
Yeah.
Stab
Oh,
with his own knife.
right. That is currently in Alice, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we removed it. Unless he removed it. Who knows?
Right.
He didn't try to stab us with it, though, so. Of course, we jumped him before he got to do anything, so.
Right, he couldn't move.
This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Just hanging out with Kay. Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Kind of lingered when the door opened. I was afraid something was gonna pop out, but no, we're good.
Yeah, it jump scare.
The game just... That's why they make you see this cutscene so much that you're just so used to it, and then suddenly they add jump scares.
I would be so pissed off if that happened. I'd be like, I fucking hate this game now.
Do-do-do-do. Guess we're gonna go check out the lounge again. Pretty sure we were here earlier, but sure, why not? Again.
The loungy.
Maybe that couch is supposedly very comfortable.
Or so Dio says.
Can you trust the words of a liar, though? No one
No.
here either, huh? And Myoji loves Scott so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly, if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
Okay, that's a nice start.
Okay.
When, Dad, you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
When
Please,
Dad, you
don't
remember
joke.
that?
When, Dad, do you remember that?
This is serious.
Sorry. So, you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. So your dad raised you?
Well,
Is this time for the backlog? Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his arms in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Uh,
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation
there's a
for as
bunny
long as I
rabbit.
could remember, though,
Yeah,
so I
plush.
never thought it odd.
Mm-hmm. I see.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. It's technically K, but I'm gonna read it because it's like a narrator to speak.
Yeah.
As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped aside. Standing next to him was a young woman. My hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine or who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. Maybe it's actually sad, though. The robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. He'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps, in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, that I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she had laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too, and he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory.
Okay, well this confirms things. Zero Senior is his dad, and the old woman is the one that was killed.
That's
but
what it
he lost his memory, so he wouldn't recognize her.
Right. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. Interesting.
Oh my god.
She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't, for his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Dang, bro.
I think I need a drink after that.
Let me take a sip.
Yes. I am all out of liquid.
Okay, Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry.
And you'll be fine here by yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely won't die.
I mean, we got rid of Dio, so he should be fine. He lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I'd better get moving then. Yeah, the K route is interesting, because you must betray him.
That's
Continue
so
it.
weird.
I mean, what's her name now? Alice was also like that, but that was a self-defense betray, for sure.
Yeah, for us, you're right.
I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into fire. What are you doing? We're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn. Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
A week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the heck are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole Nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Heck, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Heck, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you,
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. Wait, what was that? You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
That's weird.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Oh, so it is. So it wasn't a ghost.
Thought so.
Let's go. This episode's getting a little long, but I don't want to stop because I want to know what happens next.
I totally agree. It's so addicting. Oh my god.
Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
Want to make sure they're still there. So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Ted, Miyoji, or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
But they might release Dio and not know I was in there.
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Just go in. Alright, fine. You got a better place to go. The Treatment Center. Treatment Center. The Treatment
Center.
We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Still in there, right?
Yep.
There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
What about Dio?
How about Dio?
Let's open his. No, wait.
Yeah, he's gonna kill us.
What have you done? Unsealed. Oh. Whoa, what the hell?
Check his pulse!
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Thank goodness.
The oxygen ran out.
The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Good.
And that means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
I mean, who else even still out there? Just Clover and Tenmyoji, theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Unless Quark woke up, got up, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep.
I don't think so, because if he's affected by Radical 6... Yeah.
I think he's just chilling. Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. The mystery just continues to deepen. Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up. Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
It
What?
was Clover.
No, that's impossible. Yeah, Clover just likes killing.
I can't see Tenmyoji killing, and I can't see, Tenmyoji, not Tenmyoji, I already said Tenmyoji.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Are you suggesting
it was
Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope. We were hanging out the
In
whole
any
time.
event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh, no.
Oh crap, we've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Yeah.
But where is Dio's bracelet?
His what?
Yeah.
You didn't...
You gotta take it.
Dio was a green solo.
You should have taken
the magenta pair.
God, you people are stupid.
You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Yep. They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelets? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Five. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive, too. But
We heard a noise turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Wait. Huh?
What the heck?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
It was to make sure we can escape.
Chromatic doors have 5 minutes.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Duck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? What kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Arg! Gosh darn it. This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... to be continued.
Oh my god. I hate this. Stop giving us freaking cliffhangers.
Okay, I don't think we unlocked any new stuff. So we just have to decide where to go next.
hate this.
I think we now have to start betraying people.
No, there's still one more route.
What is it?
The one to the far right.
Isn't this
Oh
a
yeah,
betrayal?
but that means we do have to betray someone.
I think this is betraying Alice the first time when she betrayed us that other time.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, we'll go back to where we're going to betray her. And we'll end the video there, I guess.
I just don't want to
Hey,
betray
it's almost time.
Luna. I hate that idea
Yes,
so
let's
much.
avoid betraying Luna at all costs.
Right.
Okay, I guess that's it. So everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.